Hi, so in today's video we are going through solving equations. Make sure you have a pen and paper ready to take down some notes and answer some questions, and if you are confused with anything you can write it in the comments and I will answer accordingly. So before we can start solving equations, we need to understand what an equation is. An equation is a mathematical expression that contains an equals symbol. So for example, we have x plus 5. Here we'll refer to x as a term, we'll refer to 5 as a term. Both of these terms combined make an expression. So an expression does not have an equal sign. As soon as you add the equal sign, this expression becomes an equation. In this example, we are trying to figure out what the value of x is. So a number plus 5 is equal to 8. Obviously that number will equal 3. So we will say that x is equal to 3. When a question asks you to solve, you're trying to find the value of the unknown. You want to end up with, for example, x equals, and this is the only x in your answer. So let's look at this example. X plus 9 is equal to 20. At the end of this, we want to see x equals something by itself. So what we want to do first of all is we want to get rid of this plus 9. Now, when we take this plus 9 to the other side, you have to do the inverse of plusing by 9. So the opposite or inverse of plus 9 is minus 9. So the way you should lay this out is copy the equal sign underneath. The only thing left on this left hand side is x. Nothing has happened to this 20, so this 20 will remain. And all we have done is taken this plus 9 to the other side, so it becomes minus 9. You do the inverse of plusing by 9. Now we tidy this up and solve this. 20 minus 9 is equal to 11, so x is equal to 11. You can check your answer by replacing this x at the start with the value of 11. 11 plus 9 is equal to 20, so we know our answer is correct. Let's go through another example. Y minus 7 is equal to 17. What we want to get rid of is this minus 7. When we take this minus 7 to the other side, you do the opposite of minus 7, which becomes plus 7. Again, you line up the equal sign. The only thing left on the left hand side is y. Nothing has happened to this 17, so we just bring it down. And all we have done is taken this minus 7 to the other side, so it becomes plus 7. Now we tidy this up and solve this. Y is equal to 17 plus 7. Y is obviously equal to 24. You can check your answer by replacing this initial y with 24. 24 minus 7 equals 17, so we know our answer is correct. Let's go through a few more examples. We have 4a is equal to 32. We need to understand what 4a basically means in terms of algebra. 4a is basically 4 multiplied by a, or a times 4. Now in algebra, the number comes first and then the letters come in alphabetical order. So we know that 4a is equal to a multiplied by 4. What we want to get rid of is this 4. So when we take this 4 to the other side, because it's times by 4, you have to divide it by 4 on the other side. So again, we lay this out the same way we have done previously. We take this a down. Nothing has happened to this 32. We have taken this 4 to the other side. So on this side, it was multiply. On the other side, it becomes divide. Now we just tidy this up and solve this. A is equal to 32 divided by 4. A is obviously equal to 8. We can check our answer by replacing this a with this 8. So 4 times 8 is equal to 32. So we know our answer is correct. Let's go through another example. B divided by 3 is equal to 6. So what you need to know is that this horizontal line indicates a division sign. What we are trying to get rid of is this 3. So what the opposite of dividing by 3 is, would be timesing by 3. So what we're going to do again, we're going to bring this equal sign down. We've taken away this 3. We're going to bring this b down. Nothing has happened to this 6, so the 6 stays the same. And the opposite of dividing by 3 is timesing by 3. Again, we just tidy this up and solve this. B is equal to 6 times 3. B is obviously equal to 18. Another example, c squared is equal to 25. What we want to do is get rid of this squared. When we take the squared to the opposite side, the opposite of squaring a number is square rooting it. So we line up the equal sign. C is equal to the square root of 25. C is equal to plus or minus 5. In a future video, I may explain what this plus or minus refers to. The final example, the square root of d is equal to 9. The opposite of a square root is squaring a number. So again, we want to get rid of this square root symbol. So to take it to the other side, we have to square it. So bring this equal sign down. D is left by itself. And on the other side of the equal sign, we know that this is 9 squared. D is obviously therefore equal to 81. Here are a few more examples. 4e plus 8 is equal to 32. What you want to focus on when you have any question like this is anything that's not attached to the letter. So we want to focus on this 8. So this is plus 8 on this side. When you take it to the other side, it becomes minus 8. So 4e is equal to 32 minus 8. We tidy this up. 4e is equal to 32 minus 8, which is equal to 24. This is 4 times e. The opposite of timesing by 4 is dividing by 4. So e is equal to 24 divided by 4. E is therefore equal to 6. Again, we can check our answer. 4 times 6 is equal to 24. 24 plus 8 is equal to 32. So we know our answer is correct. So in this example, we have an unknown on both sides. The way you figure this answer out is by focusing on which side has the lower value of f. So in this side, it is minus 1f, and in this side, it is plus 5f. So this minus 1f is smaller. So we want to bring this a minus 1f to the other side. So on this side is minus. When you take it to the other side of the equal sign, it becomes a plus. 5f plus f becomes 6f. Nothing has happened to this minus 4, so we would have just brought it down. The equal sign gets brought down, and then this 5, nothing has happened to it, so we'll bring it down as well. What we want to get rid of now is this minus 4. On this side, it is minus 4. When you take it to the other side, it becomes plus 4. So 6f equals 5 plus 4, which equals 9. Now we want to get rid of this 6. 6f means 6 times f. So the opposite of timesing by 6, when you take it to the other side, it becomes divide. F is equal to 9 divided by 6. Therefore, f is equal to 1.5. Not in every example will it be a whole number. So sometimes you can leave it in this format where it's a division sign. Here are a few examples for you to attempt. Attempt the questions and we'll go through the answers on the next slide. Hopefully you had a chance to attempt a few of the questions. Let's go through them. So 5a is equal to 40. What we want to get rid of is this 5. The opposite of timesing by 5 is dividing by 5. So a is equal to 40 divided by 5. A is equal to 8. In this next example, what you need to understand that is 17 minus b is equal to 12. The final answer we want to achieve is b equals something. So we need to first of all make this b positive. The way you make this positive is taking it to the other side of the equal sign. On the left hand side it was minus, so on the other side it will become a plus. So 17 is equal to 12 plus b. Now what we can do is we want to get rid of this 12. This is positive, so the opposite of positive is minus. So 17 minus 12 is equal to b. Once you do 17 minus 12, it gives you an answer of 5. So 5 equals b. And so our work looks much neater. We'll just say b is equal to 5. Let's go through the next example. 5c plus 2 is equal to 32. First of all, we get rid of this plus 2. The opposite of plussing by 2 is a minus 2. So 5c is equal to 32 minus 2. 5c is equal to 30. Now we want to get rid of this 5. The opposite of timesing by 5 is dividing by 5. So c is equal to 30 divided by 5. C is equal to 6. Let's go through the next example. 7d plus 5 is equal to 5d plus 11. We have an unknown on both sides. We need to find out which one is smaller. So it is smaller on the right hand side. So we're going to bring this 5d to this side. It will be 7d minus 5d, which equals 2d. And then this 5, nothing has happened to it, and nothing has happened to this 11. So 2d plus 5 is equal to 11. We take this plus 5 to the other side, so it becomes a minus. So 2d is equal to 6. Therefore, d is equal to 3. Let's go through the next example. 5 bracket e plus 2. What you should understand is that you need to multiply the bracket out first. So you need to expand this bracket. So 5 times e is 5e. 5 times 2 is 10. So 5e plus 10 is equal to 20. We get rid of this 10 on this side. So on this side it was plus. When you take it to the other side, it becomes minus. 5e would have been 20 minus 10, which equals 10. So 5e equals 10. The opposite of timesing by 5 is dividing by 5. So therefore e is equal to 10 divided by 5, which is equal to 2. The final example, 3 bracket f minus 2 equals 15. Again, what you want to do first of all is get rid of the bracket. So you want to expand. So 3 times f is 3f. 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. So 3f minus 6 equals 15. You take this minus 6 to the other side, it becomes positive. So 3f equals 15 plus 6, which equals 21. We want to get rid of this 3. The opposite of timesing by 3 is dividing by 3. So therefore we would say that f is equal to 7. Here is a summary of what we have gone through today. We went through what an expression is, we figured out what an equation is, we found out how to solve equations, and here is a summary of some of that information. I hope you have been able to benefit. Hopefully I'll see everyone safe and sound for the next one, and as always, take care of yourselves.